Alright guys, here we go. That was sounds of me opening the box. I did open it, but I have not looked yet. Not that it matters, because I don't really look for weed enders, because they're weed enders. But I'm going to start digging right into this. Looking for an old rare variety. Oh, we got a 2009. Formative years. Mr. Lincoln sitting on the log. Let's see if we can see an extra finger. I don't see it, but that doesn't mean it's not there. Alright. Hopefully I'll see you soon. Alright guys, so I was going through the box. I got, 5-6 rolls in, and I was really disappointed. There was like 5 of these 1980s, and 10 1970s, 2 1960s. I mean, the box was horrible. And then my last roll, everything just changed my whole perspective. Let me shut this light off. My perspective on this box. There was a 1945 Indian, which is old. There was a 1960. There was a 2000S proof. Look at that shine. That glisten. There was this. This is a wheat cent, a 1956 wheat cent. What is this? That's nothing. I gotta check that. And then yeah, the coppers. So that whole roll was filled with goodies. Now I'm excited. Awesome. I thought that I went like 5 rolls in, like I'm about to just throw this box out or hand it back to the bank because it's disgraceful. But one roll changed my whole vision on the rest of this hunt. I hope there's more like that. Alright, just wanted to come in and let you guys know that I'm not in doubt anymore. I'm in super search mode now. Alright, I'll be back. Alright everybody, we're back with 2 more wheats. 1957D in pretty good condition. And a 1937, and it looks almost like it was painted gold and then scratched off, but there's no actual scratch marks on the coin, so I don't know how the gold would have came off without somebody scratching at it. Maybe a fingernail or something. But then there's a spot on the right. This color would not do this every time I film, would be wonderful. On the right there you can see that there is no goldish color or whatever that is. So pretty neat. Getting there. That's the find so far, and I still got a lot to go. So I'll be back. Alright guys, I'm back. I found something I think might be cool. I'll show you that in a minute. But so far I think we ended with the 57. So I got a 51, a 44, and a 51D. Now I just opened this roll, haven't taken one coin out yet, and there's that. It doesn't look silver, and it does not look like a steel cent either. So, oh man, it's a washer for real. AAA. We got a clip washer. I wonder if that actually went through the mint. Interesting. It does look like a clip planchet, but it's a clip washer. Interesting. Let me look into that and see if anybody else in the world has ever found one. That would be cool if the mint used AAA washers for whatever reason. I'm going to do some research on that, and yep, that's where we're at. I'll be back. Alright everybody, here's the wrap up. We ended up with a decent amount, a little bit of everything. We have the 1980s, the 1970s, the 60s and higher 59s, 2017 Ps, and there were some nice looking ones too. Some real gems. Not nice enough to send in, but close. Over here we have the toned, nicely toned coins. And then this 2000 is the proof 2000S. And I don't get many proofs. I don't know if a lot of people do or not, but I usually do not. These are the woodies. You can see that wood grain effect there. And you can kind of see it right there. It's better in person. And then there's the 2009s. Not in all that great a shape except for this one. This one's doing pretty good. Here is the washer I found, and I couldn't find anything on it. I couldn't even find a company that made washers that their symbol would be AAA. This looks like it has two different layers in it. And I mean, it looks exactly like a clip. I don't know if anybody's ever seen a clip planchet, but they have a very distinctive look. It's not just like you could take a hammer and a chisel or something and cut it out. It's rounded like this on the one side, and then the other side it actually takes away from both ends. So it does have its own look. And I'm trying to get it so you can see the two different layers here. It is magnetic, which made me start to think that maybe it wasn't anything, or possibly it's a foreign coin before they get punched and stamped, and some of the foreign coins have holes in it, and then sometimes they have a different kind of metal in the middle or a different color or whatever they do. So I'm not sure about that. I'm going to hold on to it, but I'm 50-50 with it right now. I just can't see why when they make washers, there's no error for them to be clipped. Like, their machines don't clip. They don't leave clip marks like this, like a coin machine. It's just not how they cut them out. So I don't know. I'm up in the air about that one. But we have Commonwealth of the Bahamas, and that is 1 cent. We got the starfish, and looks like a swordfish or a marlin on the left and a flamingo on the right. For Canadians, we actually got a 1945, which is one of the older ones I've found. I don't know too much about Canadians. I'll look to see if there's any errors or anything that's on this. Other than that, we got a 63, 77, and an 87. I have the 1970s, and these are not separated from small date to large date. They're just in a row as 1970s right now. The 1960s. We got one real nice 1960. I haven't looked at it, but the biggest thing for this is you want to find the 1960 large date over the small date, or the RPM, which is a repunched mint mark. They are the two mostly sought after 1960s that I know of. I don't know of any major double die that I've ever heard about them. But for San Francisco's, there's a 1971S and a 1970S. And this is actually a good coin to have. I just wish it was in better shape. And I'll go over all these, the ones I put aside, like all of them. Not these, but these. I'll go over these with the jeweler's loop to find any RPMs or double dies or anything like that. And then I'll take a quick look at all of these. I'll separate them. And then we have the 1983s in this row right here. And I'll just weigh them with the scale over there. And if they weigh out to 3.1, that means they were minted on the wrong planchet. It would be a planchet error. They're supposed to be all zinc, which is 2.5 grams, and if it weighs 3.1, that means a copper planchet slipped in there, and 1983 got printed on it, and it's it's worth a lot. And also the same thing with the 1982 Denver small date. If you can find that in a copper 3.1 planchet, that's also worth a lot of money. For wheats, there's a 1937, 1944, 44 Denver, 46, a 49, and a 1951 Denver. There's two of them. 3 1956 Phillies, 1 1956 Denver, and a 1957 Denver. So, the usual amount of wheats. Sometimes I get a little bit more than that, but not bad. So yeah, that's another penny wrap up. Like I said, I'm going to go through all these and them with the jewelers loop right there, and also just these, and everything else goes in its own box, which is all the way down there. They're labeled 1980s and 70s and 60s and so on and so forth. So yep. And at the end there, I've kind of reached the end of the wall, so I think I'm going to start stacking it higher. I think. But it's a lot of boxes. Definitely a lot of boxes. And the ones on the right, the far over there, they're still full. A lot of them are full. So, yep. Alright, well I'm going to flip you around. Hello everybody, Portrait Coins here. Yeah, that was another wrap-up. A pretty good box. I'm surprised we got a proof. I usually don't really get proofs. And I'm still teeter-totting about that, the washer. I'm really not too sure of it. So, I don't know. I'll put some thought into it. I'll sleep on it and see what happens. But as always, I want to thank everybody for watching. And please like, share, subscribe. And I will see you guys hopefully next time at the beach. Alright, take care everybody.